So I just sold my house. So today I'm gonna walk you through a seller's closing statement to show you kind of how the process of selling your house works and how you can make a profit and how I was able to take this house and turn a profit on the back end of selling it, and just kind of walk you guys through those steps and what it looks like. So I've talked about on this channel before, just real estate investment, and as you'll see from this closing statement that I'm going to break down, that this house was a great investment and great purchase. This was a home that I bought and turned into a film studio. That was Honeymoon Hideout. About a year and a half later now, close to 2 years, I sold it for a value of $100,000 more than what I had bought it for. I just had to sell it just because of issues with the neighbors who didn't like the filming, and decided to level it up anyways and build out the same rooms and studios in a warehouse, along with a bunch of other stuff like a motel and a full-on motel set. So that is in the works, and I dropped a video talking about that, but that's the reason I sold this house. Was the market was good, so I can make some money on it, get my down payment back, open a new studio, and have some extra money to play with and open another studio also in Arizona here. So with that being said, I bought the house a year and a half ago for $728,000. We put it up on the market for $849,000. Within 3 days, had a myriad of offers. Ultimately, I took the cash offer of $860,000. So someone offered $860,000, all cash, 7-day close, no contingencies. I took this offer even though there was more offers on the table for a higher amount, because of the fact it was a 7-day close, which means everything would be done super fast and there's no contingencies. The sale wasn't contingent on a house appraisal, an inspection, a loan approval, all of those things. It didn't matter, no contingencies. So no matter what, we're gonna close fast with no opportunities for the seller to back out, and $860,000, still $10,000 over asking, or $11,000 over asking. So in here you can see this is the credits. I'm going to be credited $860,000, but then there's going to be debits all the way down. And these are the amounts that I owe due to like closing costs, the realtor, the loan payoff, etc. And then you'll see what kind of my total takeaway is at the end. So I got to pay $21,000-ish to the Keller Williams Realty, the listing broker. Then I got to pay $21,000 to the selling broker. I got to pay a premium to the title company. And then you have a bunch of just extra stuff, supplemental taxes, messenger, escrow, agent fee, document preparation fees, all the different fees. These are a part of what is called closing costs when you're selling a house. So all those closing costs right there. And then the loan payoff. I still owed $568,000 on the house. And so now you have to deduct that from that amount, as well as these additional, we have some property taxes, and then we just have some natural some more little additional fees and costs. Ultimately, you take that $863,000, because I actually up here, because I paid my property taxes literally like days before the house was sold, I get a credit of that back. So my total credits $863,000 from the sale of the house. Now you need to deduct $621,000. That is all these closing costs plus the amount that I still owe on the loan payoff, and that leaves me with, due to seller, $242,000. And so that is what I am walking away with. Now what I'm going to do with that money is invest it into building out this new space, as well as building out a new space in Arizona, as well as I'm in the process of working on a couple new companies local here in Arizona, both of which are involved with like food, coffee, food truck, all that stuff. If you guys have followed me for a long time, I've talked about diversifying your income and just putting your eggs into multiple baskets and not just having them all in one basket. So that's kind of the breakdown. And again, I think why real estate is such an important investment, because not only am I walking away with this money from the sale of the house, but over the year and a half that it was a film location, I made good money every month renting it out as a shooting location. Real estate, is a lot different than like anything else. There's a lot of appreciation that happens in real estate with all the properties that I own. All of them have tremendously increased in value. And then, you could put money into it to flip it, rent it out, whether it's, for long-term rental, short-term rentals, Airbnb, just a flip and dump where you fix it up, sell it for more than what you bought it for, turn it into a film location. There's just so many potentials and opportunities for kind of passive income to happen through real estate. And that's why I've always kind of preached on it and talked about it, and why I want to share this information with you guys and just let you know there's other opportunities out there outside of just filmmaking for filmmakers. So any questions, comment below, let me know. I guess the one last bonus tip that I want to say, this doesn't apply to every single property. You need to, if you're looking at buying a house, you need to buy a house that's in a growing area, an area that you're going to see an increase in value in that property. For example, ASU, the school here, just keeps growing and growing and getting bigger and expanding. So if you can get into and buy a property that's close within the vicinity of that grounds, the chances of that property raising in value and going up in value is much higher than if you bought a house in the middle of nowhere. So you have to be smart about your decisions and pick, properties and that are in areas that are going to grow and be of value down the road. I think that's it. That's all I wanted to touch on. Give you guys a little inspiration. Any questions, comment below. Let me know. And I'm Jacob Owens for the Buff Nerds, and I'm out. Peace.